Good morning. So today I wanted to talk to you about the Million Women March that's coming up on October 12th. And it really concerns me because the FBI already came out talking about that there are threats that are terrorist threats about churches and I guess synagogues. And so I cried out to God about this. And then, the Holy Spirit leads you to do certain things. And then, so I don't really like, I don't understand that march. I would have preferred to have stayed in my state and prayed over my state and to sing to God and um, that state sing the national anthem of that state. So when I heard about this and I asked the Holy Spirit, he didn't tell me much of anything about this, and I never understood why I did a fast for 2 years, the Daniel fast, and the Daniel fast was just you eat in the evening, and all you eat is just vegetables basically. And I did it 2 years in a row, and I got a lot of flack for being so-called vegetarian, and I am not vegetarian, but I did it for some reason. So God does things in advance. That's what I notice. He will go before you, and then the Holy Spirit will lead you. Like after Yeshua got baptized, the Holy Spirit took him to the mountains to get his assignment, and he didn't eat. And so I worried about today. I cried out to God for more than a month. And I fasted a few times, the Daniel fast, because last time I did the fast, something happened to my stomach, like it wouldn't open. And it was a 3-day fast, which I didn't eat anything. I did drink, but I didn't eat. But my stomach got closed up, and then when I went to eat something, I had a heart attack. So it's very, you have to be very careful with these fasts, especially once you get older like me. I'm 57 already. So I'm going to tell you that, so I've been asking the Holy Spirit about these things, and all I hear is no, no, I didn't lead this. This is putting people at risk. And now I'm worried because I get burdens all the time, and I just cry out to God. Me and God, I know He's holy and everything, but the human in me comes out, and I tell Him, you want me to die an early death because this is what's going to happen? Why did I do all this beforehand? And now it's just, I don't know. I'm just very confused. I remember a long time ago, I heard loud and clear, the shepherd had become sheep, and the sheep had become shepherds. And I was like, okay, what does this mean, Then I see all these young people rising up, what I call the sheep, and they are calling out to God, and God is listening. God is listening to these young people. And I don't know where the church is at right now. I don't know. I think God is going to have to use very unusual people that He will never use to do His bidding, to do what He needs to do, to bring in prophecy. Because somebody has to build the temple. Somebody has to build the temple. That person has to be a man. It cannot be a woman. The Jewish people will not, even the Muslim people will not take a woman in power. And anything that has to do with women, that's the way, it is right now. The Muslim community, that's the way it is. And we have a huge population of Muslims. And a man's supposed to bring in the temple. He's supposed to do it. He's supposed to bring it because the Antichrist is going to sit there. And who goes against the Jesus, right? So you know who goes against Jesus. He's not the Son of God. Those people are Antichrist. There had to be somebody in power that are like them. But once this person sits and they see who it is an abomination in their eyes. What's going to happen? And because, like Prophet William Henry Brown was talking about the woman spirit in the end times, that the female spirit wants to take over everything. You have to read the book of Moses and understand what was inside Moses. That Yeshua had to come himself. Not even the angel of death could take her out. It had to be Yeshua himself. And everything right now is like in reverse. That's one thing I noticed. Everything is in reverse. And this time it's gonna be female-led. I don't know how the Jewish people are gonna let anybody that's a female touch the ark. But that's what's gonna happen. It's female-led. And I don't know what else to tell people, because maybe because of my autism I see things differently. And sometimes I ask God, it's so funny because I ask God a lot of times things and then I forget my brain, right? And then I hear the word no, and I'm like, okay, what did I ask before? Because I don't remember, no. So I'll just pray to God to help us, to keep these women safe. The terrorists, they're probably gonna be like, saying, well, this is an opportunity right there to get rid of these women. And then, I don't know, I'm just like, right now, everybody should just go to their state capital. If they wanna do the state capital, you don't have to. You could just come out and reunite and, just with the different churches of your state, come together and cry out to God. Blow the shofar, scream and cry out to God, fast and pray. In every state. Because when you leave and you do have that line, you take it with you. And the states are just bare and empty. So I don't know why there has to be a 1,000,000 woman march. That's just giving, how you call it, fuel to the fire. You're adding fuel to the fire. So I am going to fast that day. I'm not going to eat anything. That's what you're supposed to do. You cannot eat anything. And if you take medications, you can't take medications. Because if you're not eating, you can't take medications. I don't take any medications when I'm fasting. And I do water. I have to. Because otherwise my stomach will close. That's what happened last time. I was doing a dry, what they call a dry fast, right? I did it for 3 days to protect somebody that had come into the state. And I cry out to God for this person. And I didn't even get a thank you, anything. Well, it's not that I want to thank you, but it's just like, did they understand what I did? Right? I don't think so. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating because you have to do this and you have to do that, and we're trying our best to do things and to keep people safe, and the angels are working overtime, and all the paperwork has been in heaven already long time ago. That's why I did not fast and pray for 2 years for nothing. I was getting up, my son could tell you, I was getting up 2 hours every single night, at night, 2 o'clock in the morning, walking and praying for 2 hours in tongues. I didn't do that for nothing. And then all of a sudden, I stopped. It wasn't spirit filled anymore. He did not lead me to do anymore. Like, okay, I'm going to calibrate. That's what the Holy Spirit told me. You have to calibrate something else. It has to be something else. Guess because the enemy already knows what you're doing after that time, right? So I don't know. I'm frustrated because I'm thinking, I'm worried about the churches. I'm worried about the synagogue. The biggest Jewish communities are in New York. I know in Queens there's just so many. And Queens, Brooklyn, I used to see them everywhere, so I don't know. So I'm just praying for them. I say, God, you have to intervene because I'm going to have a heart attack. I cannot deal with this. It's just too much. I get burdens. I've been getting a lot of burdens. And when I get burdens, I say, that's all I can do right now because my prayers, I already exhausted my prayers. There's no more prayers in me. And whenever I have to say something to God, I just say, help, 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 help. That's all I can do right now because mentally I'm exhausted. Dealing with a lot of things that just got thrusted at me, and I'm trying to do as best as I can. I just don't know what else to do, you know. It's just, I don't know. Well, keep everybody in my prayers. Right now I'm worried about Israel, the Jewish people, the synagogues, the churches. I wish I had the money to go to every state and just pray or sing out the national anthem. But people want to do what they want to do. Maybe it's pastor led. I have no idea what's going on. I was just talking with my son because I was like, that's another burden in my heart. What's going to happen that day? I can have peace. There's no peace. It's just one thing after the other, after the other. I'm gonna die soon. I think so. I can't keep up with this. My heart can't keep up with it. It's just too much stuff going on. And I know everybody feels the same way, especially what happened with South Carolina. And then it's another hurricane coming. And it's like, what else can I do? I already come to the throne of God many times asking for help. So this is not the first time. It's not. My son has the testimony of how many times I've done this. I did a fast for 7 days. 7 days. Long time ago. And I didn't know what the heck I was doing and why was I doing it. Now I understand. Right? Sometimes you get the inkling to do something and you do it and God helps you. He gives you the strength to do it. And it's way before things happen. So, and prophecies too, you know. As last night I was dreaming, I just woke up this morning with this dream in my head about this shore and these look like Indian men and women and a pier. That's all I was thinking of. Like in my head, I was like, what did this mean? You know, the shore, the pier, the Indian people. And they were like beams in the water, but the water wasn't that high. It was only like 5 feet, 4 or 5 feet. And the people were picking up like these very heavy duty wheels. They looked like iron wheels from the ground, you know, picking them up and getting on the beam, picking them up and getting on the beam. And one guy was exalted because he was able to help out with a wrecked ship. It was a ship that was wrecked, and he sometime brought it in, and they were eating. I remember the guy shared with me something that usually you eat after you eat food, like it's fennel seeds with some mint. It's a little bit stuff that usually they give you after you eat an Indian meal. That's just to help with digestion. And that was the dream this morning. I don't know what that dream was. I have many dreams. And I just cry out to God, right? So, okay, I'm rambling. So I'm just praying for everything to go well. The October 12th, you have to get security in. because of what the FBI said. I don't know why people don't go to their state and do the national anthem of their state. That is more powerful than going up to Washington, D.C. Because God is taking care of that. Don't you see it? Don't you see what's going on? That He's already taking care of that. So, I don't know. Okay, God bless you.